Right, let's look at how we're going to borrow over many zeros. In our first sum, we're going to look here at this one here, and we always start with units. 0 can't minus 1. We still can't fetch next door because there's only a 0. We still can't fetch there either because there's still only a 0. The only place we can fetch is in the thousands column. So we're going to take away from this 3 and we're going to make it a 2. The 2 that we got, the one that we got from this 3 now is going to stand in the hundreds column. That's now a 10. So we're going to take away from the 10. It's going to become a 9. So we can put a 1 here to make that a 10. That 10 is going to take away 1 and becomes a 9. And we're going to give the 1 that it took away and put it here in front of the unit 0, which is now a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. Right, let's do our tens column. 9 minus 3 is 6. Let's do our hundreds column. 9 minus 4 is 5. And then we look at our thousands column. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it wasn't so bad in the end. What I want you to understand is when your units haven't got anything in, and you're going here and there's a 0, there's still nothing to give. So you go here, there's a 0, there's still nothing to give. So you come here. Then you get a 1 and it comes back here. And we then have a 10 that can give 1 to this one. There we have a 10 that can give 1 to that one. And then those become 9s, and we'll see as we go along. With practice, you're going to really understand this, okay? Let me just clean up a bit so it looks better for you. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the sum over here. Well, the minus. Let's put some minuses in here so we know we're busy with minuses. Okay. Units first, as always. We can't do anything there. We still can't get at the tens. We still can't get at the hundreds. So now we're going to fetch here from this 2. It's going to become a 1. That 1 that we took away there stands here and makes that a 10. So now it can give to the tens column. We're going to take 1 away. It becomes a 9. And it makes this into a 10. Now it can give to the units column. So we're going to take away 1. It becomes a 9. And we make that one a 10. Now we can do our units. 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, now our tens column. 9 minus 6 is 3. Now our hundreds column. 9 minus 8 is 1. And then our thousands column. Have you spotted anything there? 1 minus 1 is going to be 0. And remember, we don't write the 0 here because it's unprofessional. Right in the front, it's worth nothing, so we just remove it. Our answer is 135. Let's look at that sum over there, starting with units. Can't do, still can't help, have to get help there. So we're going to go to our thousands column and we're going to go take 1 away from the 3. It's going to become a 2. That 1 stands here, makes it a 10. Take 1 away from that, it becomes a 9. The 1 we took away there stands here, it makes it 10. Take 1 away from that, it becomes a 9. The 1 we took away stands here. Okay, now we have 10 minus 6 is 4. Let's do the rest of our minus. We're on to our tens now. 9 minus 8 is 1. On to our hundreds column. 9 minus 8 is 1. On to our thousands column. 2 minus 1 is 1. Easy. 1,114 is the answer there. Right, let's do this one over here. Units, we can't. We need to fetch here. Okay? So all those zeros can do nothing until they've become something by fetching here in the thousands. So we're going to fetch. 5 is going to become 4. The 1 it gave us stands here, makes that into 10. But we still need to add, we still need to send all the way to these over here. They still need borrows as well. So this 10 is going to become a 9 as we give 1 to this column. Then that one is going to become a 9 as we give 1 to our units. Now that everybody is empowered to do something, we start with our units. 10 minus 8 is 2. Next is our tens column. 9 minus 9 is 0. Then we go on to our hundreds column. 9 minus 8 is 1. And finally, our thousands column, 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, are you getting a better picture now of this? It's actually not so bad, borrowing over so many zeros, as long as you realize you're fetching in the thousands column, then you're giving to hundreds, then hundreds gives to tens, and tens gives to units. Once everyone is got, we can start with our units, then our tens, then our hundreds, and our thousands to finish off the problem. Okay, so here's a few more subtraction with zeros for us. Let's start with our units in this one over here first. Okay, let's have a look at that. Get the right color on my pen. So none of these can do anything. We're going to have to go to our thousands column and take 1 away. That's going to become a 7. Then we're going to give here to the hundreds. The hundreds is going to take 1 away from 10, becomes 9. Give 1 to the tens. The tens is going to take 1 away from that 10, becomes a 9. Give 1 to the units. That now becomes 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, let's look at our tens column. 9 minus 9 is 0. Then we look at our hundreds column. 9 minus 8 is 1. And then we look at our thousands column. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, I hope you're managing to understand it a bit better. Let's look at this one next. Okay, we're going to start with 6 is going to become a 5. We're going to make that a 10. It's going to take 1 away. It's going to become a 9. Make that a 10. That's going to take 1 away. It's going to become a 9 and make that a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 7 is 2. And 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, on to that one. We're going to take 1 away from 4. It's going to become 3. That will become 10. Take 1 away from 10, becomes 9. That will become 10. Take 1 away from 10, becomes 9. That becomes 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 minus 1 is 2. There we go. Last sum, or not sum, problem. These are minuses. So we're going to have 3, because we took 1 away from 4, and that becomes 10. Now that becomes 9. If you take 1 away and give it here, that becomes 10. Now we take 1 away, that becomes 9, and we make that into a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. There we go. I bet you're quite good at this by now. Okay. Right. Now this screen, remember these are all subtractions. This is your practice screen. So you're going to write these down on a piece of paper and you're going to press pause. And what I want you to do is to do the problems on your paper, come to your answers. Once you've done all 4 of them, then you come press play, and then you will hear me and see me solve the problems with you, and hopefully you're going to get all 4 right. Okay, so I assume you're back now. You've done your work. Let's do them all. Let's start with the first one here. We're going to borrow from 3 here. It's going to become a 2, and it's going to make this 0 into a 10. Then we're going to borrow 1 from it. It's going to become a 9. It's going to make this 0 into a 10. We're going to borrow 1 from it. It's going to become a 9. And we're going to make the units into 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, next column. 9 minus 9 is 0. Next column. 9 minus 8 is 1. Next column. 2 minus 1 is 1. There's your answer. Hope you got that one. Okay, let's solve that one next. Right, so we're going to borrow from 8. It's going to become 7. That's going to become 10. We're going to borrow from 10. It's going to become 9. That's going to become 10. We're going to borrow from 10. It's going to become 9. And that's going to become 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Next column. 9 minus 9 is 0. Next column. 9 minus 9 is 0. Next column. 7 minus 2 is 5. There's your answer there, 5,005. Okay, on to this one. Right. Borrow from the 3, we become 2. That becomes 10. Borrow from the 10, it becomes 9. That becomes 10. Borrow from the 10, it becomes 9, and that becomes 10. 9 minus 7 is 3. Next column, 9 minus 6 is 3. Next column, 9 minus 9 is 0. Next column, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1,033. Okay, last one. Okay. We're going to borrow from this 9. It's going to become 8. That's going to become 10. Borrow from the 10 becomes 9. That's going to become 10. Borrow from the 10 becomes 9. That's going to become 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Next column. 9 minus 3 is 6. Next column. 9 minus 8 is 1. Next column. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5,164. Okay, so I hope that you managed to understand borrowing with many zeros. It's not so complicated. And I'll see you now we finished our subtraction series. Now we're moving on to multiplication series next.